Preseason is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Again, it's Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Pats, they played really well in the win over the Rams.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Jones.
Makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
A big play there for New England. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and
now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. He got 29 yards that time.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is taken in by Hurst.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mixon again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best block. Get this one in.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 79 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Burrow flush to his right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Fulk connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And all the way in. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. It's caught by Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Open man is Bourne.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. Big play there for New England. 45 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, starting with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Burrow will throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defense.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready?
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage. That's what they did there.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. We'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go play action with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Nike 18.
They hand this off to Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline.
And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
To throw is Jones.
Forced out to his left.
Connecting with Aguilar.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me another deep shot.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they broken our tie here in the final minute.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You need it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. To throw, Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Burrow.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a